The very first year I taught at Moraine, we're in two sort of unassuming brick buildings on 115th Street. Literally, we were building this college from the ground, and there was one biology lab and one chemistry lab. And I remember they had hired a man who introduced himself as a serial chemist. So the first day of class, we have no tables in the front of the classroom, no lecterns or anything. So he pulled over the garbage can, put out his lecture notes, and he lectured on the first day.
At that time, they had just started to build the Quonset huts on campus, so there were a couple of them out there. For many, many years, our academic theater were relegated to a Quonset hut, the 600 building, that was retrofit for every performance that we had. We did wonderful things in that building, but we didn't have the equipment and we didn't have the venue that really those kinds of performances should have had.
When I started here in 1974, the college was divided into 4 crossroads. Crossroads A, B, C, and D. And so what they wanted to do was to divide the college into smaller college communities so that students and faculty would go to neighborhood places to chat and talk and really get to know each other. There was an open classroom philosophy. Anybody could stop, listen, and learn what was being presented in the classroom. And I think that showed that open concept again that Moraine was based upon, and inclusiveness, and how important education was for everybody.
Then I heard about college credit courses on television, and I thought, why not?
We used to have temporary huts. They were like 100, 200, 300 buildings, and they were huts. And you would go in there and you were taking class like in a trailer.
They were terrible. They were temporary and they were over. I think they were supposed to only last like 10 years, and they were into the 20, 25 years. The air conditioners were old, everything was old. We had trouble with the power lines underground, the gas lines. We had leaks, and they kept us busy.
Bert, he was our chairman of the board at the time, and he actually knocked down the trailer, so they gave him the bulldozer, and literally he took the first swing to knock it down because everybody hated these things so much. I mean, it was an eyesore and so forth, and that's when we put up the D building.
When I was first elected to the board, we established a 25-year plan. We upgraded those original buildings. We demolished the Quonset huts, and we put a plan together for the future of the institution. We had over 100 acres of land here, so the vision was to make this something that it always could have been. One of Dr. Crowley's goals was to physically improve the look of the college.
It is wonderful to have all of you here to help us celebrate this momentous occasion.
When I first came to Moraine Valley in 1991, I knew I wanted to work on the things that would make this an outstanding college campus. I wanted to change this to a culture of participatory governance on this particular campus, and I think we did that. You've got to get on the bandwagon if you're going to be successful with it.
Photography is incredibly important to the history or telling a story of an institution. You can go back and look at things and see what the place was or where it is today. Having continuous running history of an institution is incredibly valuable. You see what happened. You see the people that were there. You see the changes that occur over a period of time.
Couldn't be better, Ray. It's been a long time coming. Like I said, I haven't scored a point for Moraine, and we still have 500 wins, so.
We have the most up-to-date, clean, amazing, Wi-Fi'd out facilities. The grounds are impeccable. It really looks like a top-flight university. So we're finally the hub of the community. That was what I thought the goal of the college should have been 30 years ago when I started, was let's make us the hub of the community, and we are finally, with Dr. Jenkins' help, finally there.
The office you now hold as the 5th president of our esteemed college.
I'm thankful that I have this opportunity to be the college's president. I couldn't have asked for a better place to be. So I'd like to make sure that every community, all 26 communities, realize that we are their community college, we are there for them, and that we continue that story, we continue that message, and that even more and more people will choose Moraine Valley as their best choice.